Recently, I conducted an experiment where I wouldn't use technology for entertainment each day until I've done the things that I needed to and wanted to accomplish for the day. So, over a 30-day period from October 25th to November 23rd, each day I wouldn't use technology for entertainment until I've worked out physically. I've done 40 minutes of schoolwork, and I've worked on my social media brand. A study done by PubMed mentions the PREMAC principle. This principle can help people do things that they don't want to do, so it's a viable strategy for my experiment. Basically, the PREMAC principle states that using a preferred activity as a motivator can help someone do a non-preferred activity if the desire to do the preferred activity is greater than the desire not to do the non-preferred activity. With the PREMAC principle, you restrict your access to certain responses that would stop you from doing what you need to do. So for instance, in my project, I would restrict my technology use from being anything that would be used for fun or entertainment until I've done all the tasks that I needed and wanted to do for the day. I figured that using something that I like as a motivator could help me accomplish things as it would provide an incentive. I didn't cut out technology completely because I needed to work on my social media brand, and also cutting out technology completely can lead to negative side effects. A research trial was conducted by PubMed where participants were asked not to use social media for a week. During the break from social media, participants experienced withdrawal-like symptoms. They experienced heightened boredom and increased social pressure to return to social media. Also, about 59% of participants relapsed during this intervention phase at least once. Additionally, there was no substantial rebound or progress made with not using social media after the attempted intervention took place, which shows just how omnipresent social media is in our everyday lives. When performing this experiment, I felt more tired at the end of the day and I slept better because I did more each day. There would be days where I wouldn't always earn using technology for fun because I couldn't always accomplish the tasks that I needed and wanted to do for the day. Even still, when doing this experiment, on the days when I didn't accomplish everything, because I didn't use technology for social media and entertainment, I still felt more in tune with my surroundings and the people around me, and just felt happier overall. However, with this experiment, my behavioral default became to use technology less and to use it later in the day, which complemented my work and motivated me to work rather than impede my work. Because of this experiment, I've learned that using technology as a motivator can be an effective tool for helping one to accomplish what they need to do. I also learned that it's more effective to reduce things than to cut them out completely, because when you cut them out completely, you can cause negative feelings and you can cause a strong urge to relapse. Whereas if you reduce something, you still have the thing and you still have it somewhat, so just the absence of it doesn't bother you as much. You still have the thing, so it's not eating at you that you don't have it. You just have it to a lesser extent. And so you still get to enjoy the thing, whatever it is, just to a lesser degree, which is helpful because you don't feel the strong urge to relapse and do what you were doing before completely. With this experiment, I've noticed and I've just found that it can be hard to just always accomplish everything that I want to do for the day. It's not so hard to reduce my social media use because I can still earn it by accomplishing the things that I want to do for the day. But it's hard to always accomplish everything that I want to do for the day. Because, sometimes things come up, family comes up, family wants to get together. Sometimes you just meet with friends, you have doctor's appointments, other things come up, and it's just basically, it throws off the loop a little bit of just like getting each thing done and knocking everything out each day. So sometimes, sometimes it's just like I don't always accomplish everything that I want. Sometimes don't go on social media for the day because I couldn't accomplish what I wanted to do. Also, with this experiment, I was more consistent with my fitness and working out, which was good for my goal of becoming more muscular and just being more in shape. So that was another bonus that I'm proud of. Something else I had noticed was that on the days when I did accomplish the things that I needed to do, I ended up working on schoolwork for more than 40 minutes, which was helpful for my grades and just my success as a student. So that was a good bonus and a good side effect. You know, I'd set a 40-minute timer and I'd start off working for 40 minutes and then I'd be like, let me get 45 in, let me get 50 in, let me get an hour in. So it was just beneficial to have that as a requirement to earn technology, to do 40 minutes of schoolwork, because it often turned into more than 40 minutes of schoolwork, which was beneficial for me. However, with my social media brand over this experiment, I haven't made as much progress because I'd only work on it for 15 minutes a day because I'm a student. And also, I just am somewhat of a perfectionist, so I pay attention to details a lot and be real concerned with how things look and sound, which hindered the work from coming out and coming out as consistently. So I'll just try and challenge that in the future, but that was a little downside. The behavioral default with technology is negative, as most Americans spend over 2 hours on social media a day, with the ones using it for more extended periods of time reporting worse mental health. Additionally, the behavioral default with technology is negative because a decent amount of Americans would describe themselves as somewhat addicted to social media. Younger people, like teenagers, spend even more time on social media and technology, and because of this, their mental health suffers even more than it does for older people who are on technology, but not as much. So it's a particularly bad problem for younger people. According to Addiction Group, Americans spend an average of 2 hours and 14 minutes per day on social media. Nearly 50% of teenagers reported feeling addicted to social media. About 30% of all U.S. adults report feeling at least somewhat addicted to social media platforms. Facebook remains a leading platform with self-reported addictive behaviors, with nearly 2/3 of users describing difficulty stepping away from it. Heavy social media users, particularly those who use social media for more than 3 hours a day, report double the risk of anxiety and depression compared to lighter users. Nearly 50% of surveyed teens experiencing mental distress attribute part of it to online comparison, cyberbullying, or social media-induced stress. Lastly, about 70% of U.S. adults report using at least one social media platform. So in the first week of my experiment, it was pretty easy to just complete my daily tasks each day and just earn technology for entertainment and maintain that throughout the first week because I wasn't too busy. I was just starting out and the experiment was fresh, it was new, and I felt really motivated. The second week was a bit more challenging because I was more busy with friends and school events. However, I still managed to accomplish the daily tasks that I wanted to do each day, and I still got to earn technology for entertainment each day, though it was a bit more challenging, and some days it was really tough. However, in the third week, it was really challenging, and I didn't usually accomplish all the tasks that I needed and wanted to do for the day because I had doctor's appointments, I was running errands with my mom, and I was going to office hours after classes to get help. So I was just more busy and I just couldn't always get everything done that I needed to do. So most of the time, I didn't accomplish everything that I needed and wanted to do for the day in the third week. On the fourth week of my experiment, I completed my daily tasks most days because I was less busy. And so each day I completed my daily tasks, I would reward myself by using social media and technology for entertainment because I earned it. But when I didn't accomplish my daily tasks on certain days, I would refrain from using technology for fun on those days to stick to my experiment at it. Overall, this was a good experiment and it went well with me being successful at it.